Hello guys, good mornings. Today I like to discussions three things together. One thing is why Buddhism lost homes. Second thing is mind and body. And third thing is how powerful or how dangerous you are or how bad you are. No one lives longer. Like these three things I like to discussion very shortly because I like to be always discussions positive things because of these positive things always give you spirit and energy to survive and helps others to survive and give other also spirit energy to survive living lives very peacefully and very happily. Okay, let's talk today why Buddhism lost whom. I wrote two books last 1 month. One book is you can see these books, The Decline of Buddhism in India. This is one great writer who wrote these books. He is KTS Sarao, chairman of Delhi University. Another books, you can see these books. This is from Oxford University. Uh, you can see these books have I think 3-4 parts. One of the great writer wrote these books. His name is C. Elot, and that mentions a little bit about why Buddhism's lost homes. Mostly you can see if you go by fast what happens after the Samrat Ashoka time Buddhism was not a golden era, you can say it's diamond era. This is a diamond times, better than golden era. It was Buddhism spread all over India, largest India called Jambudvipa, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, Burma, Uzbekistan, and Turkestan, and Kyrgyzstan. There is one Kyrgyzstan. It's almost those all places ruled by Samrat Ashoka. When become Samrat Ashok Buddhist and Buddhist follower bow to be Buddhism and sponsor Buddhist monks and Buddhist Sangha community. He helped and he always forced to spread Buddhism all over his kingdom, every corner, door to door, village to village, and city to city, town to town. Every single people should be follow Buddhism, bow to be Buddhist Sangha community, and practice Buddhism. This is his ambitions and his aims. He was very successful, very succeed person to be teaching Buddhism all over his kingdoms, all his fellow citizens. And after him, when he passed away or his lost his roles, he don't have also generations, capable generations. He don't make it. There is one mistakes he have. As a himself, he is very smart and genius, very energetic, very talented persons. That kind of quality you don't create. You have very smart sons, Mahindra, and very smart, beautiful daughters, Sangamitra. Both become Buddhist monks who able to rule and keep continue his kingdoms and his territory, or they become Buddhist monks. There is a one big weakness we can see from previous our Buddhist story. There is no another one like him or his sons to capable, have ability to take care kingdoms and citizens and rules the peoples. After him, there we can see in Buddhist history or Indian history, there was one another Buddhist king whose name is King Kanishka. His rule and his mythology, his theology, also Buddhist, as a Buddhist, but there is little bit difference Buddhisms. It was not exactly what Samrat Ashoka sponsored and Samrat Ashoka helped to spread and protect Buddhism, and Samrat Ashoka to helping Buddhism as a exactly Lord Buddha and himself and his times. But after Ashoka, Samrat Kanishka, little bit different, their Buddhisms little bit get sick and weak, and there is others ethicals and come to be Buddhisms make little bit mixture and spice. It is called Mahayana Buddhism, today called Mahayana Buddhism or Vajrayana Buddhism. If you see Indian history, Vajrayana and Mahayana Buddhism starting from 100 BC, I think 100 or 150 BC. And Vajrayana and Mahayana Buddhism sponsored by help and protect by Samrat Kanishka. He was a Buddhist king and he was very bound to be Buddhism and loyal to be Buddhism and very generous to Buddhism and so courteous to Buddhism. But those Buddhisms and Samrat Ashoka Buddhism is not the same Buddhisms. If you see according to Buddhist history, little bit difference there. If you read Buddhist books as mostly Theravada Buddhist books as and Mahayana Vajrayana, you can see what is the difference between Theravada and Mahayana Vajrayana. And after then Kanishka and Ashoka, there as Buddhism was seek by Brahmanism. I also wrote some books written by some Bengali literatures who call Dr. B.M. Beni Madhavpurva and others also some Hindu scholar written by some Bengali books. I also wrote these books I think 15 years ago. Now I don't have these books in my hand right now, but I remember a little bit what was theirs previously. And last 1 month ago I started reading these books. I tried to find this question, what's happening with Buddhism, why this Buddhism lost homes, What is the cost? Because Buddhism one of the famous, very popular religions and very oldest religions today. But why these religions lost from mother homes or motherlands? It's very questioning things. Even myself, I have a questions. I like to learn very clear and detail about it and more. That's why I try to read and find more information inside books, English or Hindi, Bengali, any books as my language ability. If you see Buddha time, Buddha was born to be king family, and his father was king. He is a very loyal family person, royal family person. He is a prince. His father is king, and he become Buddhist monks. He become Buddha, enlightened Buddha, and he have a totally new religions, new idea, new techniques, and new methodology. This methodology is there are no discriminations, no racisms, there are no upper caste, lower caste, there are no black or white, red and browns, there are no nationality questions, there are no linguistic questions, there are no skin color questions. There everybody equals, should be treated equals. There are no poor, no rich. Everybody should be treated very equal and respectfully and very lovely and very compassionately. Is teaching based by. But that time in India was Brahmanism. Brahmanism have so many caste system, nationality, upper caste, lower caste, higher caste, many types of, and lots of discriminations. Man, woman between, there are no equal rights. Man, woman between discriminations. Women have not equal right in society. Women used as a children factory or entertainments or pleasures things, feeding children and make food or walking inside house as a servant. Women have no authority or right to go outside, take any government, private positions, powers, leading things, nothing, no right. Many things happen like this. When become Buddha and enlightenment Buddha, he see and he saw these kind of discrimination, racism, harassment, abusing, corrosive, disgusting social systems, political systems, religious systems. It's very hurting humanity, hurting some largest community, poor community, weak community, and he start to discuss about, make conversations with those his bad opinions to leading that time society and country by that kind of bad ethicals, bad rules, bad techniques, bad method, harming and hurt people's lives, livings, and make people lives worse, very horrors. This is totally illegal and totally crime. Buddha and his enlightened knowledge he used to educate peoples, train peoples to know the truth, know the reality, start teachings all over India, and he found thousand, million people love his idea, his knowledge, his teachings, his methods, his theory. Thousand million people come to him, bow to him, pay respect to him, accept to his mythology, his theology, and and consider as his disciples, his follower, his sponsor. Even so many king peoples, so many rich peoples come to him, and so many also Brahman, good Brahmans, peoples who is not extreme Brahmans, who is not fundamental Brahmans, they also come to him and bow to him and also consider as his disciples, his fellow devotee. And he found million people. That time, little amount of the Brahman peoples, extreme Brahmans, fundamental Brahmans, they don't quit those people's bad method, bad ethics, because those peoples carrying this das from thousand years, they used to this, using this das and this method to feeding sows, feeding wife, feeding children. They don't want to leave this job and they live with this. They never bow to be Buddha and come to be Buddha, accept to be Buddha and his teachings, his knowledge, his wisdoms. Never. And after then Buddha, those people are very much terrorized. They make arms, group together and communicate them, and how to we can destroy Siddhartha Gautama and Gautama Buddha and his teachings and his follower, his community and his Sangha community, lay community, devotee community, how we can destroy and how we can damage them, how we can attack them, how we can remove them from our Jambudvipa, and how we can remove people daily life, his idea, his techniques and his theory. They always have meetings, conversation, discussions under covers. We can see there some those extreme Brahmins that takes as a Buddhist monks take same robe and take place inside Buddhist Sangha community to and make the divisions, inside divisions. There are a lot of corrosive things, toxics and greedy things, greedy techniques, toxic techniques, corrosive techniques, they use it and they make division inside Sangha. They make also division inside Buddhist lay community, devotee community. They make some kind of artificial war inside Buddhist Sangha community and make a divide in Dafut on techniques, on Brahmanism techniques and on Brahmanism idea inside, putting some uneducated monks and teaching them and train them. Almost they have some kind of support and some kind of popularity inside Buddhist Sangha community. After when Buddha passed away, there is no Buddha anymore left. When there are no available enlightened Buddhist monks who is not enlightened, who is not so educated, who don't have a maturity about Buddha and his teachings and his methodology, theology, his enlightenment, education or knowledge, and that becomes to be uh, very fan to be those Brahmins, fact, extreme Brahmins, fact monks, and that take those people's side and attacking good Buddhist monks, who is moral Buddhist monks, who is a loyal Buddhist monks, who is a true Buddhist monks, and they start attacking them, harming them, and hurting them. And same technique, same logic, they also apply to the lay community, devotee community. Also, they make division inside devotee community, lay community. Not only for Sangha community or monk community. One of the reason Buddhism lost purity these times and lost largest Sangha community and lost powerful Sangha community and lost purity that make put a disease inside, put bias inside Buddhist Sangha community. This kind of divisional things, casteism things, nationalism things, upper caste, lower caste things, and lots of criticals and that make lots of criminals, offensive things inside the put inside Buddhist Sangha community and Buddhist we call Vinaya there. As those people are on choice, the put inside, on interest, the put inside Buddhist Sangha. And there you can see others also. There are lots of king that times. Lots of rich people becomes fan and become supporter those extreme Brahmins and fundamental Brahmins. They also sponsoring them and helping them to survive and promote those people idea, ideology and techniques to damage pure Sangha and real Sangha, true Sangha community and loyal Sangha community. End of the day, they get so extreme and so terrorized. We can see there King Sasank and Shankaracharya and many others in those Brahman supporters, Brahmanism supporters, kings, peoples come together and have a bloody attacks to the loyal Buddhist monks and true Buddhist monks through Sangha community and kills millions monks, nuns and bhikshuni. Also many devotees, many Buddhist, this true Buddhist devotee, women, children, men. We can see this, we can found those kind of evidence and from previous writers like Dr. Benimada Burua and others writers who wrote about it, why Buddhism lost home. Also these two books saying same kind of things inside there. One book from Oxford University, one book from Delhi University. they also give some that kind of evidence, or this is the cause of the one of the cause from Buddhism lost homes. And second time we can see uh, they are uh, Bhakti Khilji, you guys know very well, who is General Bhakti Khilji, who coming from Middle East, who come from Middle East, General Bhakti Khilji, and he have a very strong military and very strong, well skillful, well trained military, and his ambition was Islamization or else. We want to dominate what else by Islams. We want to influence Islam to whole world. This is his ambition, his goals. He make very strong and very powerful, very skillful, very organized military, and he start attacking Afghanistan. It was we see as a Buddhist history, previous history. There was Buddhist kingdoms and Pakistan, Afghanistan, and now is Punjab, Gujarat. It was Buddhist province, and also Bangladesh and West Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, those provinces, those territory he captured it, and he take the positions, and he kills lots of Buddhist monks, Buddhist devotees, and also kill lots of Buddhist fellow Buddhists, lay Buddhist men, women, children, and also who don't want to bow to the Islams or convert to the Islams, accept Islams, he or she should be die or get killed. This is the happens when Bhakti kills the innovations and interrupted to the Southeast Asia. That time called Jambudvipa, it was lots of their kingdoms. We can see in Pali texts and Pali books. Inside Pali books is also Indian history, other Sanskrit books inside. And he convert them, and he destroy. There's lots of monastery, Buddhist temples, and Buddhist shelters, monk shelters. He demolished them. Also lots of Buddhist books, scriptures. He totally damaged them, burned them. And others who like to live lives, he or she must becomes Muslim. This is the happen. Second. And third is we can see another things. This is always you have to look your weakness. What is the weakness? Now, like myself, I am from Buddhist community. I born to be Buddhist community, very traditional family. We can call Orthodox Buddhist, because our parents are very fundamental to the Buddhism. Every single things the very carrot and very concerns. It should be Buddhistics. It should be morals. It should be courteous. It should be generous. Always concerned to be Buddhistics, and also have a discussion before anything, make any decisions that take it. Our parent that should be concerned with Buddhist monks who lead us and who always help us and advise us to be how to be moral life, how to be generous life, how to be contemplation lives, how to be happy life, peaceful life. Always take his advice, guide. Today we can see we are almost some kind of weak and some kind of misleading ourselves. Why I say misleading or misguiding ourselves? As our parent are they very fundamental to Buddhism and very orthodox Buddhist, but now my generation we are very fundamental also. We are very loyal to Buddhism and bow to Buddhism and very curious and very generous to Buddhism. Now, third generation, like our children, our daughters, Buddhist daughter, Buddhist son, what they are doing, what those people happen. Are they really loyal to be Buddhism? And they try to learn about Buddhism, they try to practice Buddhism, and they try to protect Buddhism. If there are no generations, it was we have to lose our continuity one day. It can be monk community, it is can be lay community. Both community we have to be continued by Buddhist uh, spiritual practice. You can call conventional practice or ultimate practice. Both practice we need to be balanced, and same time we need Buddhist economy, society, and unity. Also, we need politically advanced and politically very correct. If you are not politically correct and perfect or proper, or you don't have a well political background or backups or protections, you have to lose your continuity. You will to become weak and weaker. One day might be you cannot go ahead anymore. You will to lose somewhere. That kind of happen might be one day. That's why very important. If you see previous times, our Buddhist kings or queen or Buddhist countries or Buddhist kingdoms, there are many Buddhist intelligent people, smart children, or a smart daughter, they become Buddhist monks, Buddhist nuns, and who very well known politics, well known about economy, Buddhist economy, and others like science or Buddhist archaeology, Buddhist any trading systems, commerce, social systems, how to be good society, how to be united society, how to be a strong society, how to be longest society, how to be keep continue life our society. Same times also to have ability and knowledge, wisdom to how to be good kingdoms and how to be a strong kingdoms, how to be powerful kingdoms, how to be keep continue this kingdom life longer. That kind of a strong, intelligent, smarts, lay peoples, devotee peoples become Buddhist monks. They are one of the things, one of the weakness or one of the cause we can see from, we can learn from our past, where we uh, lost our homes from our own land, our motherland. But same time, they have a monk community weakness might be they don't think about it. Or you should be care our follower, our devotee who sponsor us. That should be have a wealthy, not only for economy, same time well military, strong military to protect own territory, also skillful military power, military persons to save and secure and protects the territory, Buddhist kingdoms, to save Buddhist monastery, Buddhist scriptures, and Buddhist lay peoples, devotee peoples, Buddhist kings. Dadon might be guide wells The adorn might be remind them you guys should be take care your kingdoms. Also, same time you guys practicing spiritual lives, ultimate lives, theologistic lives or methodologistic lives might be there. The miss some things. That's why our invader that comes and very easily, very early and very faster that take place and damage them and harm them, kill them, take power, positions and destroy those people's practice, methodology, theology or belief systems that convert to them those peoples what they bring with them, the push to accept them those idea or technique or ideology. This is the third cost I see and I saw inside books. This is my own uh, understanding on teachers. I'm saying that's why I always suggest who all Buddhist peoples who become Buddhist or who continue and traditionally practicing Buddhism. Actually, Buddhism is a very wonderful uh, method, wonderful technique. It is universal law and universal methods, and this is very helpful to everyone's to happy life, peaceful life, secure lives. Because Buddhism have a no place discrimination, racism, hatred, and greedy things, toxic things, corrosive things, nothing. This is very respectful and very careful, very lovely, very compassionate, and very secure method and techniques. This law you can apply everywhere, all family peoples, all society, all community, everywhere. It is make secure everyone lives everywhere in the world, all over planet, anywhere. That's why I always advise and suggest you should be learn about it and train yourselves as a Buddhist techniques. This is yourself you're going to superly benefit and same time you're going to benefit your family and your community, your country, all over planet. Okay guys, this is the one things I just like to finish here. And second things is mind and body. Mind and body, this is the main Buddhist foundations. When Buddha become enlightenment, supreme enlightenment, we call Buddha is supreme enlightenment Buddha. Why we call supreme enlightenment Buddha? Buddha also say himself what kind of knowledge or wisdoms he own it and he know it. This knowledge not a new. This is old, very old. But people have no interest about it. Or people don't take the interest and don't take seriously, persistently when people don't have a passionate about it. Because those people's always surrounding by implications and desires and sensuality. This sensuality, their sensuality have a three types. Like sensuality, if you want sensuality, if you are in plantations, you should be need of money, property, and power, and opposites genders. These three things. These three things always people surrounding and attached with superly attached. That's why people have a no chance, no space. There are no a small space to think others better than others. people are so attached. But Buddha is totally different from that kind of attachment and connections and contacts. The one better than those sensuality, those implications, that kind of desires. And he get out from this kind of lifestyles, and he totally start his lives alone, single, and live this all implication, all sensuality, all interest. And he totally, it is, you can call ultimate interest and ultimate knowledge wisdoms, where ultimate also knowledge wisdom have so many type of explanations and definitions. Many religions and many other religions have a different definition, but Buddhist definitions and Buddhist uh, explanation is totally different from other religions, because when I read and I learn from other religion little bit, I listen from other religious speaker or phrase or read other religious books. They have a something ultimate definition, enlightened definition, wisdom definition. But I'm totally see difference from others Buddhisms, Buddhist enlightened definitions and ultimate dealing definitions, ultimate reality definitions, and truth definitions. And ultimate knowledge, this we call nama and rupa. Is a nama means our mind and rupa means body. Their nama, our mind have a their 5 parts. It is Pali word. Sangha, Saskar, Vedana, like it, and Passa. Those Sangha, Saskar, Vedana, Passa, and Biyana, those 5 things always, these 5 things part of our mind. Biyana means consciousness, their Passa means touching, you touch something. They have a Sangha. Sangha means identifications and identify objects. This is the Sangha of whatever things you need to be identify this kind of Sangha. And they have a sensations, feeling. There are sensation, 2, 3 type sensation, like a 3 type sensations. Feeling good, feeling bad, and something you feel not a good, not a bad. That kind of sensation you can see. And this is part of our mind. And this we call 5, also 5 aggregate. In English we call 5 aggregate. This 5 aggregate part of our mind. This every single this 5 aggregate have so many particles and so many atoms. But those atoms and those particles you cannot see using telescope or using like a microscope. Examples, this body, our body have a 32 part of impurity. There I have one meditation practice, meditation method, we call samatha meditations. If you read lots of Buddhist book, you can see there. Even if you like to, if you interest to learning Buddhism, or if you are Buddhist, you already know. But if you are not a Buddhist, you can see this inside Buddhist text. What is the 32 type of impurity? Those impurity have a 32 part impurity. They are no one permanent. Everything is impermanent. Everything is dark, and this is bad and changing always. And changing natures, right? This no one stay same as a life before. As according to scientific view, there our body has so many organ, right? Organ, and same time you have blood cells, and you have lots of gene things, and also lots of bacteria our body. There science say they have a our body have a 30%, sorry 50% of bacteria. These bacteria have a life, but those bacteria protecting our lives and helping to survive our life, also helping to living our lives. This bacteria, but those bacteria not one, two, three. They have a trillion bacteria. Also same time blood cells. You can see there are 10 trillion blood cells. Also our neurologists say they are our brain. Brain have a brain cells. They have a 3 billion or something brain cells. But every single they have many type of brain cell. Some brain cell work for remembering. Some brain cell work for replying things. Some brain cell work for questioning. Some brain cell work for answering. There are many type of brain cells as according to science, right? And same times also gene, blood cells, blood vessels, our organs. Those organs sometimes get damaged by naturally, by artificially, by accidentally, by harmly, by attack someone's, many things, by using food, wrong food, or eating wrong food, and etc. Right? And also they are proteins, other nutrients in our body, many more. Scientific research, they have experiment and sparing them by us to using materials, using technology, using machines, or using microscopes, many other, the giving details, more details about our body. Then if you see scientific machinery definitions or material definitions and machinery found or technologically found, those people experiment, you see nothing in our body. Everything is impermanent. There, where is you, where is my, where is he, where is she? There are no things. There are thousand lives, thousand gene. Every single gene have a life, and there every single blood cell have a life. Every single bacteria have a life. This body home of the thousand billions life, trillion lives. Like the earth have a thousand billion trillions lives. Animal, insect, fish, humans, many, right? Same, our body also. One earth like it for our bacteria, blood cells, and gene, many proteins, there's a nutrition. Those everything have a life. Then you see there is no me, no he, no she. If you look, but you need to learn according to Buddhism. You should know about it, understood about it. You have a well understanding about it. Your body, there, nothing permanent. It is super impermanent. There are no cells. Say in cells. Impermanent in cells. There is no cells, no permanent. There is not a good, because you cannot controlling, right? You cannot control, because it is totally natural, naturally changing, naturally growing, and naturally destroying, right? You need to learn about it properly and perfectly. You need perfections. You need to be mature about your body natures and truth and reality. This is a body, God, and mind. Same things our mind have 5 aggregate, right? Mind have a 5 part. This 5 aggregate. Then one is the consciousness and touching and identifications and sensations. That's one is the Sankara. Sankara means these objects, mental defilements. This defilement, every single object, there are thousand, million, trillion mental objects. And you need to identify those all objects. And those every single object have a sensations. Bad, some objects are good, some object are bad, some are not good, not bad. That kind of sensation. And those sensations, those identifications, those kind of all object. This object means Sankara means object. And every single is object have a consciousness with consciousness. And this consciousness, as a Buddhism, there have a 89 type of consciousness. We need to need to know this consciousness, single consciousness, clean and clear. You only know those consciousness about it, or you need to clear details, and you want to learn about it. You need to practice meditations, contemplations, or you have a deep concentrations and deep mindfulness. If you don't mindfulness, you don't practice meditations, you never know about this consciousness. Using material or machines, microscope, other science made materials, whatever, how high quality machines, how advanced machinery, technology, you cannot know about it. Your mental object and mental sensations, and these mentals also consciousness, this called dhyana consciousness. There's 89 type of consciousness. You never know, because that cannot show you, that cannot prove you, that cannot have any experimentals about it. Impossible. This is never possible. That's why there is the Buddhist achievements, there is the Buddhist greatness, and Buddhism is so special. That's why, and so auspicious and very significant. You only see Buddhism. Nobody can prove it, and nobody can give you this theory or method. You cannot find others also religious books, mythology, other scientific book. You only can find inside Buddhism. About mind, about our namas called Pali, these 5 aggregate. When you know these mental particles, every single particles, lose no one this mental object, and then consciousness, and also sensations, identifications. There are no ones are permanent. Everything is impermanent. You need to know, you need to maturity. You need to learn about it. You need to understood deeply, and you need to understood very deeply and understanding very deeply. When you know very clear, very clean, well, know the every single mental particles, every mental single part, there are 1,000 trillion mental particles are part. You have in science called atoms. You can call also atom too. These mental atoms or physical atom or mental atoms. These atoms you need to know. This is known permanent. There are billion, trillion. Those all together is mind. Same blood cell, genes, bacteria, protein, all nutrition things, all body organs, all impurity, together body. There are no higher she and he. And also inside mind there are no higher she and he. This is all ignorance. This is all attachments. This everything accumulations calls he or she, Mr. Bhante or Mr. Borua or Mr. David, Mr. Lin, like this, right? Or Mr. Kim. Actually, if you see, ultimately, also scientifically and ultimately by contemplation, by meditations, there are no higher Kim, no higher is Bhante and Borua Kim or David, Jackson, Dixon, no higher. It's just a ignorance, that's a attachment. This is the Buddhist education. When you know about it, then you know more. You don't going to be discrimination with anyone, and you don't going to hurt anyone, and you don't going to be racism, don't going to be practice racism. You will be very kind and very calm, very quiet, and very silent, very peaceful, and very happy we want. All mistake we make, all crime we make, all offensive we do because of our ignorance, because of our attachment, our desire, our inclinations. That's why Buddhism says you should be know about truth. Truth means what kind of truth? Truth of your body, truth of your mind, nature and reality. You should be clear and detailed and complete, very cleanly. You should be educated, so mature about it. And you get a maturity and you are very non-person, and it is called enlightenment. This is the Buddhist achievement and Buddhist goals. Hope you will understand. And third, it is very just historical things. How good you are or how bad you are, no matters. But nothing's permanent, right? Everything is impermanent. If you see the 5,000 year history of the world, there no one's empire, no one rich persons, no more beauty persons, no more pretty persons have a life very longer, right? And same how bad or how dangerous, how bad guy, no one his empire or his power life like 1,000 year, 100,000 year, never. This never happens. Impossible. Everything is impermanent. As a nature, not as a Buddhism. It is universal truth, universal nature. This universal nature, universal truth, and universal reality, we should be known. This is the Buddhism or Buddhist teaching and Buddha teaching, and Buddha found this, and Buddha, his teachings, 45-year teachings, he talk about it, his knowledge, his true knowledge and true found, what he found, share others to knowing about it and benefit self and benefit others and benefiting all living beings. Thank you so much, guys. Stay well, stay healthy, stay fine, stay safe. You found your own place. Thank you.